What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Alpha Rakama back again with another video. Just want to follow up with my unboxing. For those of you who don't follow me on social media yet, I will have my Instagram handle down below. You can follow me on IGTV. I actually unboxed this phone already. This is HTC u12 Plus, and I actually went ahead and did a quick unboxing, like a 5-minute video. I'll have like a little clip of it here somewhere. But what I did ultimately, I didn't do too much there, but I did unbox it, took a first look at it, and just gave my first thoughts on the design, how it looked, how it felt in the hand. So if you haven't done so, go ahead and follow me there. But today, what I just want to talk to y'all about is the first 48 hours of use on this phone. So I'm actually going to break this down into two segments, don'ts and do's, or do's and don'ts, but you'll see however I have that caption in the title. But there's some things I like about this phone and some things I don't like. Some things I already knew going into this phone, like into the purchase before I bought the phone, that there were going to be some things off head that were all going to, I don't like that too much. But overall, the outlook of using this phone for 2 days here, I'm going to start off with the don'ts, what I don't like. And I'm probably may go back and forth with some of these. I may not do all the don'ts together. But one thing I don't like for sure is, I'm going to say the battery life. Battery life will top off at 5-hour screen on time, which in my opinion is honestly kind of on the good side to hit 5 hours screen on time. But that's like with moderate use. Once you actually start putting some heavy applications or heavy gaming or heavy even just using the camera to shoot videos and pictures, that you'll see that battery just draining like water. However, I mean, it will get you through a day, but if you start doing more intensive applications and more intensive features of the phone, it's not going to last you the whole day. I'm just going to be real with you. Compared to my three daily drivers right now, I guess you can call it that, if you want to call it that, my three focus phones right now are the Nokia 7 Plus, the OnePlus 6, and of course the HTC u12 Plus. And I would say out of these three phones, the battery champ is probably going to be the OnePlus 6, just because the battery is only 3,000 milliamp hours, and I can get, I think, maybe close to 7 hours. If not, I might be able to get more than 7 hours screen on time with that. Versus these two phones can't figure out how to break 7 hour screen on time. Even the batteries are way bigger. This is a 3,500 milliamp hour battery, and then you also have a 3,800 milliamp hour battery in this. And this thing barely gets 6 hours. So I definitely give the battery award to the OnePlus 6. So with saying that, the next thing I do like about this phone, I just like the fact that you have the ability to customize a lot of different things about the phone. Like from the notification bar at the bottom, you could choose to hide it. If you swipe to the right, you have the options there to be able to do different things. Like you can hide the notification bar altogether, and then when you're browsing the web and you have other pages, you get that full screen effect. You also have the option to screen record straight from there. You also have a screenshot just to take screen pictures. You also have the option to bring down the notification bar, because on this phone being this big, you got a 6-inch display on this. You have the option to just bring down the notification bar, and you can see all your notifications there without having to do that little finger stretch thing just to be able to get your thumb all the way up there. And then you also have the option just to power off the screen from there. So that's pretty cool. So you can customize how you want your navigation bar to look, which is more popular on LG phones nowadays. But I do like the fact that HTC did include that on this phone. You also have options to customize the Edge Sense. Now this is the Edge Sense is what HTC really brings to the table. This is their Edge Sense features, their Edge Sense software or whatnot. I have mine set up for short squeeze and a long squeeze. So the short squeeze, I have it set to take screenshots, and the long squeeze is set for the flashlight. So I can just squeeze it long like that, and my flashlight comes on. So yeah, I really like the Edge Sense feature. I never had a problem with that with the U11. That's one of the things that I did like. And then with the new Edge Sense, you also have the option to go into individual apps, and then you can turn Edge Sense to, you can modify each squeeze to do something different. Like, let's say I use Marco Polo, I can use a short squeeze to start a video and then long squeeze to stop a video. So you have a way to individualize certain functions with that. So that's really unique. But other than that, some things I don't like. Those physical buttons, I've been going back and forth since day one when I got it. I thought it's not so bad, but here's the good news about the buttons. At least what it doesn't do is you're not gonna get a bunch of misfires, like as far as pressing the buttons when you don't want to, because you really have to press them hard to really show that you're intending to press the buttons. And in some ways that falls short, because when you really want to do something, it's like you kind of have to over exaggerate a little bit just to get it to work. Like, for example, like those of you who like to use the camera feature, the ability to be able to from your lock screen, when you double tap the power button, it's supposed to trigger the camera. But in this circumstance, I struggle to do that over and over. Like, it seems like it's not working as intended, because even today I tried to do it and I think I pressed it too hard and I shut the phone off. So those buttons are something that HTC did not need to fix, because especially when it comes to using volume, like if you want to go ahead and turn your volume up or turn your volume down, you have to like really press it, like keep pressing it over and over, versus with a phone like OnePlus, where you can just press and hold it down, and then you see the volume bar going up or down based on how you have it pressed. But now you have to keep repeatedly pressing it. So I don't know, the little button press thing, I'm not really fond of it so far. The fingerprint sensor is really fast, I will say that. The face unlock, once again, and I know I keep bringing this up there, but OnePlus is showing a lot of value in the phone that they put out this year. Between these two, like the face unlock, OnePlus wins. I know, from what I understand, both of the face unlocks are not as secure anyway as like the iPhone 10. But I've actually used these, at the same time, and I've held the screen unlock, and OnePlus wins. Like, it's like, this is an $800 phone. OnePlus is a $500 phone. And it's really given some of these flagships a lot of competition. So the face unlock is one of the things, I guess I would say it works, but it's not necessarily the best. So as a matter of fact, it's very comparable to the G3, the new mobile G3. I still have that phone. It has face unlock. It's not the fastest, but it's about on the same level as this. So, but here's another thing. Here's the next thing I do like. I do like the cameras, and I'm going to show you a few clips here. The way the cameras work is they have that 3D audio feature that once you zoom in on what you're listening to. I was just at a concert last night, and it zooms in on what you're listening to, and you're able to pick up a little bit. You were able to pick up more sound. It almost works like a directional mic in a way. So, but I'm gonna play that clip and let you know what you think about that. Alright, so with that clip, I also did a 4K clip too. I'm going to let you take a look at that and see what you think.
Everybody in the place, let me hear you say ho! Say ho! Say yo baby, yo! Say yeah! Y'all take it from here, come on!
Overall, the camera quality is pretty good, except low light is leaves a little bit more to desire. At the same concert, because it was an outdoor concert at night, so the image kind of seemed like the highlights were blown out a little bit during video. The video stills look really good, because I took one photo outside of work and I was pretty impressed that it was darker than what it appeared, than what I could see with the human eyes, and it still brightened up the picture a little bit. So, but yeah, with that, the video quality, once again, it's a little, it blows out the highlights. And funny thing is, there was a woman in front of me, I don't know what phone she had, and I could see through the viewfinder that the image quality, at least the highlights, weren't as blown out as it was on this HTC u12 Plus. And this phone just came out. Her phone more likely has been out around. And it was not an iPhone, it was some kind of Android phone, more likely probably either LG or a Pixel. But yeah, the low light video footage could use a little work. Maybe they might fix it with an update. But altogether, my first impressions with the what I do like and what I don't like. Another thing I do like is the audio quality. Audio quality is superb. Like, just taking phone calls, the audio is crystal clear, crystal quality audio. Also the speakers, the stereo speakers, the boom sound speakers, they sound really good, even in comparison to the U11 that I had before. You also have now the raise to wake lock screen, so you can kind of see some things now. Not sure if they had that on the U11. I forgot. They may have updated that with the new Sense version. But altogether, those are pretty much my collective thoughts about my experiences so far. Number one, battery life could be better. I think low light video footage could be better. The face unlock could be better. But altogether, it's a pretty decent phone. After I'm done reviewing it, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to keep the phone or not. Because, like, as I mentioned before, when you got other phones that's really putting out a lot of good value, it's like, where does this stand? But with that, that's pretty much it. HTC has some work to do, but it seems like they did more damage. At least my initial thoughts is that they've done more damage to this phone than refining it as they should have. So I will keep you guys posted with my review. And stay tuned to the channel. Also follow me on IGTV at TPhifeTech. So I'll definitely have some more content there. Selfies look pretty good with the camera. But yeah, just follow me, and I'm gonna have definitely more coverage with this device. So take care later. Peace.